Hey guys, I'm Jade and this is Aloe. Whoop, there she is. And today we are doing a flow for our lower body. So we are going to be opening up our lower back, our hamstrings. We're going to go a little bit into our front hip flexor area, our quads, also our calves and upper body as well. We're going to stretch out the upper body in the front a little bit. So this is the areas that could use the most opening, all right, from my experience and from anybody I know. So I hope you guys like today's flow. It is not too long, but it's a good one. And Aloe joined me for the first time, and she did a pretty good job. She was a little bit up in the club, so as I call it, she was a little bit like on top of me, but that's okay. She did good and it was cute. So anyways, I hope you guys love it. Grab maybe a couple blocks, have a nice soft area, a supportive area, so make sure it's not slippery to work out on. And grab a glass of water, have it next to you, because it's a little intense too. All right, and I hope you guys love it. Hey friends, so today we're going to begin in a child's pose. So go ahead and come to the middle of your mat. Bring your toes to touch, knees nice and wide. Take a deep breath, sit nice and tall. Maybe placing your hands on top of the thighs right now. Close the eyes, just connecting with your breath. Take a deep inhale in. And then very controlled out. Again, in. Try to lengthen through the top of the head and out. Your next inhale, reach the arms out to the side, nice and wide. Reach up towards the sky. And then very carefully go ahead and fold over top of the thighs. Reach the arms in front of you. Let your body just fall between the legs. Bring your forehead just to place right on top of the ground. And again, continue to breathe. Breathe in. Filling the lungs and then out. Just drawing your attention to this moment. Becoming aware and present. Allowing anything from the past, from the future, any thoughts, worries, just to let go right now, just to settle. Go of anything not serving you right now. One more breath in and exhale. And roll your body up. Bring your hands on top of your thighs again, and we're just going to do a little bit of rolling the spine here, okay? So just to open the spine up a little bit. So inhale, let's press into the thighs, draw the heart forward, elbows are going to come back. Exhale, roll the spine back. Bring your chin all the way down to your chest. Extend through the elbows. Again, press into the thighs, roll the heart up. And exhale, roll the spine back. Little cat-cow here. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, bring the heart forward. Lightly gaze up. You can close your eyes here too. Shoulders back. And then exhale, roll the spine back. Chin towards your heart. One last time, press into the thighs, bend the elbows, reach the heart up and forward, squeeze the back, the shoulder blades together, and then this time we're just going to release the arms forward. Inhale, reach the arms up again, and then exhale, bring your hands just in front of you, place them onto the mat, your tabletop. We're going to curl the toes under, breathe in, lift the knees off the floor. Exhale as you lift the thighs up and back, coming into your first downward facing dog. So here I want you to think of pressing evenly into the palms. Make sure your fingers are spread wide and you're pressing your fingertips into the floor for grip. Extending the elbows, make sure that you're rolling the elbows towards the floor. You can keep a soft bend in your knees. Make sure you're not rolling through your lower back, so keep that spine nice and straight. Let's go ahead and start by dropping one heel as we bend the opposite knee and then switch it out. So we're just walking our dog out, stretching out our hamstrings today. To start off, a couple more times like this. Remember to keep breathing. So inhale one side. And exhale to the other side. Let's breathe in. Maybe you can go ahead and bring the heels closer to the floor. Lift the heels up, and again we're gonna release the heels towards the floor. Now you can keep your knees bent here, and don't worry about bringing the heels all the way down. So just work with your body. Most importantly is your spine is staying straight here. Go ahead a few more times, lift the heels up, exhale, bring the heels down. One more time, inhale, lift the heels up, and exhale, drop them down towards the floor. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and roll all the way forward like a wave into our plank. So make sure that your shoulders land right above your hands, right above your palms here. Now here what I want you to think about doing is keeping the heel up towards the sky, so we're not going to let them fall out to the side. You want to keep the belly button in towards the spine. I think I'm pulling your tailbone down towards the back of your heels. Okay, so nice straight spine here. Deep breath in. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure you're gazing just in front of you here. So we're not looking forward. We want to keep our spine completely straight here. And then we're going to exhale, lift the hips back into our downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Roll all the way forward. Plank. Last to come up is your head. And then exhale, rolling the spine. So I'm almost curving the spine down here as I press back into my downward facing dog. Again, rolling forward, so rolling the spine like cat pose. And then exhale, like cow pose, lifting the hips up and back as I exhale into my downward facing dog. One last time, roll it forward, plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. So go ahead and bend your knees and very slowly, a few steps, walk all the way forward into your forward fold. Deep breath in and exhale, fold all the way down. So if you need to bend your knees here, go ahead and do so. Again, we want to keep our spine nice and straight here. Let the head hang. If it feels good to grab onto opposite elbows, go ahead and do so. A deep breath. Feet are about hip distance apart here. Hanging, allowing the upper body to be completely loose here. Just letting gravity take over, stretching the upper spine. Just allowing a little decompression in the neck and the upper body. And release the hands down, and then we're going to very carefully begin to roll. So pressing into the feet, roll the body, squeezing the torso up and in, rolling the spine up, bring the arms up towards the sky here, reaching, and then exhale. Go ahead and fold all the way back down. Let's do that again. Roll all the way up, arms wide, out to the side, straight up to the sky. And then back down, forward fold. Again, roll. A little awakening of the core here. Again, opening the spine up, reach out and up. Maybe a little bit of a back bend. Think of lifting the heart up. And then exhale, fold it all the way back down. Lift up halfway here. And then this time we're going to plant the hands into the floor and step back with our left leg all the way back. So you want to land straight behind that left hip and make sure that the right knee is right over top of your right heel here. You could be on TP fingers, so lifting your body up a little bit, or you can have blocks here placed to lift your body up a little bit higher. Most importantly is that knee is above that heel. So deep breath here and exhale. Go ahead and lower the back knee down. We're going to uncurl the back toes, lift the arms up towards the sky, and think of sinking the hips down. Pull the right hip back and just breathe here. Make sure you relax the shoulders down so we're not lifting the shoulders and the traps up into the ears. We want to be relaxed here in the upper body even though we're reaching. Try to find space and balance here. And then exhale, arms come down. So what I want you to do here is press your left hand into the floor. Okay, shoulder over top top of that left hand. We're gonna go ahead and press, twisting to the right side, press our right hand into the right knee, roll onto the pinky toe, and just press that knee away from us. Make sure the knee and the toes are pointing in the same direction. So just press that knee away, opening that right hip, and then we're gonna lower the hips down towards the floor. Deep breath in. You can go ahead and maybe twist a little bit further into the right side if that feels good to you. We're just opening up that right hip deeply right now. Just keep breathing here. Maybe begin to arch the back a little bit. Think of lifting the heart forward here. And then just a little bit of an arch from the upper back. And then exhale, bring the knee and the toes back in. Release the right hand down. And we're just gonna extend the hips all the way back. So keeping a nice line in that back leg, keeping the hips up high. We're just going to our half split, our Ardha Hanuman. We want to pull back with that right hip, press the right heel into the floor, and think of pulling your toes in as much as you can here. Make sure you're not rounding from your lower back. If you need to, you can walk your hands in just a little bit. Take a deep breath here, and then exhale. Let's go ahead and bring that knee forward, bending into the knee, coming right back into our low lunge. Reach the arms up, and then exhale. Hands are going to come down to the floor. Go ahead and lift that right hand to place it onto the right knee. Again, we're going to roll toes and knee out to the side here. Take a breath and release. You may notice a little discomfort here, and that's okay. Just lean into it. And your body's just opening up here, okay? Just drawing a little bit of awareness into this area. And then bring the knee back in. Right hand to the outside of that right foot, and we're gonna go ahead and extend the knee. Bring the toes up. You can walk your hands back. Deep breath in. Remember to bring that right hip back. Draw the left hip forward. So we wanna keep our hips nice and in line with the front of our mat here. So pressing that heel into the floor is gonna go into a deep stretch, a deep active stretch here. And your next inhale, again, let's bend into the knee. Reach the arms right back up towards the sky. See if you can bring the hips a little bit closer towards the floor here. Okay, again, left hand down to the floor. Right hand's gonna come to the inside of the knee. Roll the toes and the knee out to the side. And press the knee away from you as far as you can. Maybe rolling the upper body. A little bit of a back bend here. And again, just bring the knee in. Hands both down, extending into our Ardha Hanuman, or half split. Let's hold this for just a moment. So go ahead and bring your hands to the floor. Think of elongating through the spine here. Just make sure you're not crunched up. Find that space. Drawing the shoulders down, drawing your breath in, noticing where you're holding the most tension in this pose. See if you can draw that breath to that space to bring that oxygen in there, to allow your body to relax, to open, to soften. Maybe you can close your eyes here. Very slowly keep breathing in, breathing out. Finding space on your inhale, elongating through the spine, and then as you exhale, maybe you can go a little bit deeper into this pose. Pulling that hip a little further back, maybe drawing the toes in towards your face a little more. Maybe your body comes down closer to the leg, wherever you are. Just breathe. Let's inhale again. Bring the body halfway up. If you're not there already, rebend into the knee. Let's go ahead and reach the arms up into our low lunge. This time we're going to place our right hand on top of our knee, or just behind the knee here. And then we're going to reach that left hand up and over towards the right side, going really deep into our psoas, our front hip flexor, right in here, just really opening this up. So as we reach and as we lower into this lunge, I want you to think of opening the legs away from each other here. So keeping the glutes a little bit firm here to support your psoas, to support this area here, so that we don't go into a deep stretch here and hurt ourselves. Okay, and then we're just gonna reach the hands as far as they'll go before we feel severe discomfort. So we don't wanna feel pain here. So make sure you're comfortable. If it feels too uncomfortable, sharp pain or anything that feels like you just can't bear, breathe through it, I want you to back off a little bit. So that may be putting your hand back down and maybe just bringing the hips up a little bit. Just breathe. Again, maybe closing the eyes, feeling your balance. Relaxing the shoulders down, finding space in your heart, space in your left side here. Just really reaching from toes on the left side to fingertips on the left side. Breathe. And then this time what we're going to do is release the left hand down. And then we're just going to twist open to the right side, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Again, think of bringing the hips down towards the floor. Finding space all the way from the bottom of your left palm all the way up to the right fingertips, reaching for the sky. Drawing those shoulder blades down your back. Left glute nice and firm to support the psoas on the left side. A lot of things going on here. And then let's bring that right hand to the inside of your right knee, and then again we're going to turn toes and knee out to the side. Deep breath in. Nice slow exhale out. Just try to pay close attention to the body, noticing where the tension is. Noticing where it feels good. Imagining that oxygen running right down to those areas that feel the greatest tension. Maybe coming a little bit into a back bend, teaching your heart forward. One last breath, and then exhale. Draw the knee back forward. All right. Right hand's going to come down, curl the back toes. We're going to lift that back knee up, pressing into the hands, stepping back into our plank pose. Deep breath. And as we exhale, roll the spine, lifting the hips up towards the sky into our downward facing dog. Nice full breath. Exhale. All right, on your next inhale, let's go ahead and walk all the way forward into our forward fold once again here. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to tighten the core as we roll the body all the way up to a standing pose. Think of drawing the tailbone down, belly button in, reach the arms out to the side, and then up towards the sky. Exhale as we roll all the way forward here, down into our forward fold. Bending the knees, rolling all the way up again, reaching up towards the sky, and then rolling all the way down here. Straight spine, all the way into our forward fold. Again, you can bend the knees if that feels good for your spine. One more time, rolling up, nice and slow. Arms reach out to the side, up towards the sky, maybe a little back bend here. And exhale as you come all the way back down to your forward fold. Breathing out. And this time we're going to plant the hands into the floor, stepping back, this time with the right leg. Again, check your alignment, knee over top of that right heel. Deep breath in. You can start off with TP fingers here. Just take a breath and then exhale. Lower the knee down to the floor, uncurling the toes, pressing into that front heel, lifting up into our low lunge. Remember to keep that left hip pulling back as the right hip pulls forward, reaching up, sinking deeper maybe into this low lunge here. Finding softness, balance here. Remembering to support these areas that are opening up. So even though we're going into a deep opening in our right hip flexor in the front of the hip here, we want to make sure that we keep our glute nice and strong to support it. Let's go ahead and exhale. Bring the hands down to the floor. Right hand's going to press underneath the shoulder here. We're going to go ahead toes and the knee out to the side. Breathe in, maybe twisting towards left side a little bit here. And exhale. Try to sink your hips close to the floor here if you can. Just noticing the tension within your hip. This is a really good way to open your hip up. Both hips. So outer hips on the left side, front hip on the right side. Maybe arching in the back a little bit. And then exhale, bring the knee and the toes forward. Place the left hand to the outside of the foot and go ahead and extend that left knee back. Again, we're going to keep the hips high above that right knee. Draw that left hip back, right hip forward. Pressing the heel into the floor, really activating that stretch on the left side. You can walk your hands in or use your blocks to elevate up. Most importantly, to keep your spine nice and straight. Maybe you can begin to pull your toes in towards your face, which is very difficult to do. Half split. That's the challenge right there. And if that's not working for you and you need to go a little bit deeper, you can go ahead and try to draw the pinky toe in towards your face and notice the difference there. Just breathing. All right, your next inhale, we're going to bend back into the knee. Bring the arms up towards the sky, sinking into our low lunge. Reaching up. And then exhale. Right hand to the floor, left hand's going to be placed on the left inside of the knee, rolling the toes and the knee out to the side, sinking that left hip towards the floor. Twisting open to the left side. Just keep that breath running through you. Breathing is the most important part of any type of physical activity. Gotta make sure you keep that oxygen moving through you. Release the hand down as you bring the toes and the knee to point forward. We're going to go ahead and extend the hips back, straightening that left knee, coming right back into our half split here. Ardha Hanumanasana. Deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, again, rebending into the knee, low lunge, reaching up. And then exhale. Right hand down, left hand to the inside of the knee, roll it out. Breathe. Feel free to roll your neck here too. Sometimes that feels really good. Whatever feels good for you. Everybody is on that same path, looking for that same feeling of openness, of strength. We're just all in a different place on that path. We're all looking for the same goal here. Just gotta listen to your body and see where your body is. All right. Knees come forward, toes come forward, and extending into the leg. This time we're going to go ahead and just hold it here, okay? So again, TB fingers or blocks if that works for you. Most importantly, again, is to keep the spine nice and straight. Pressing into the heel. Breathe in, elongating through the spine. Exhale, pulling that left hip back. Maybe lowering the body down. Maybe pulling the toes in closer towards your face. When we draw those toes, and what we're doing is going deeper into the calf muscle here. So you'll notice intensity in the lower leg. Just breathe. bend into the knee, reaching the arms up into our low lunge. All right, so this time we're gonna lower the left hand onto the front knee or the back of the knee here. I say the back of the knee, I mean behind the knee on the front thigh. And we're gonna reach that right arm up and towards the left side of the mat here. See if you can sink the hips down towards the floor a little bit more. Again, remember, make sure your knee is not going past your heel and that your knee and your toes are both facing forward. So it's going to be more like the second toe because the front of our foot is a little bit wider here than the back of the foot. So make sure that that second toe, which is next to the big toe, is pointed forward always. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Again, pulling the legs away from each other, squeezing the right glutes. Reaching up, finding length. So reaching up towards the sky here. See if you can draw that left shoulder blade in towards the spine and then down the back. Keep breathing. One more breath in. And as you exhale, release the right hand to the floor here. We're going to twist open and reach the left hand as we twist into the left side here. Remember to find space here. So even though we're pressing into that right hand, we want to make sure we're not dumping into it. We want to press evenly into the hand, lifting all the way up through the arm here. Squeeze the right glute as we twist from the lower belly, opening to the left side, reaching the fingertips up towards the sky, making sure the left knee, the front toes are facing forward. A lot of alignment drills here. And as you exhale, let's go ahead and just roll the toes out and press that knee away from you. This maybe feel better than what you were just doing. It maybe feel worse. But wherever you feel it, make sure you breathe into it. I notice when I close my eyes, I become a little bit more in tune to the sensations within my body, to where I'm actually feeling tightness and what is actually hurting. So I know where to back off and where I can go further. Toe and knee forward, and then we're going to press into the hands, curl the back toes, lifting that back knee up, staying in this lunge here for just a second. Deep breath in, press into the hands, stepping back into our plank here. Deep breath, exhale as we roll the hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Lift the heels on an inhale, lower the heels on your exhale. Again, lift the heels and lower the heels. Walk all the way forward this time, but what we're going to do is step to the outside of your hands, okay? And then what I want you to do is make sure your toes are facing out just a little bit, okay? And then knees as well. So we're going to open the hips up a little bit, coming into our yoga squat, our malasana pose. So hands can come right between the feet here as we begin to press the hips back. Make sure that you're bending deep into your hip flexors so you're not rolling your spine here, and you can begin to lower the hips down. Now, if this is feeling really intense and you can't go too far down or your heels are up, you can place blocks behind you or a pillow of some sort to relax the hips onto or the glutes onto. You can also place something underneath your heels to support your heels here. Now listen to your body, notice where you are. If you're able to come all the way down, go ahead and release the heels and the hips all the way down. Bring your hands into prayer. Bring your elbows to the inside of your knees and think of really pressing the knees open as you press the hips back. Arching the heart up and forward. And then maybe just swaying side to side here. If you're seated, obviously you're not going to sway. Just keep the breath moving through you wherever you are. Just breathe. Just find that center to right now, that peace within this deep pose. Let's go ahead and release the right hand down towards the floor. Still on the inside of that right knee, what we're going to do is reach that left arm up towards the sky. You could do this if you're seated on a block or a pillow as well. And then let's go ahead and switch it out. So left hand comes down to the inside of the knee, reaching the right hand up towards the sky. So a little twist. And one more time, we're going to switch it out. Left hand comes up, and then right hand's going to come up. Make sure you keep that breath moving through you. And then let's bring the hands down. So let's go ahead and lower our hips onto the floor. So move your block, if you have a block or a pillow behind you, and just bring your glutes directly onto the floor. And what we're going to do is bring our feet just a little in front of us, and then we're going to rotate the knee, both knees, down to the floor here. So twisting to our left side. Okay, so bring them to the left. So they should be in a 90 degree, both of them. And so your foot is to the inside of that left knee, and then right foot is facing behind you. Try to keep that right glute on the floor as much as you can. Deep breath in. Maybe reach the arms up towards the sky. And breathe out. In and out. As you exhale, I want you to extend your leg. As you exhale, go ahead and bring your elbows down and back. Inhale, reaching up. And then exhale. Elbows come back. So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades as I bring my elbows down. Inhale again. And then exhale. Inhale one more time. And release the hands right behind your glutes here, and then we're just going to switch it out. As we switch it out, I want you to try to pull the right knee up as you try to glue that left knee into the floor. Keep the right hand right behind you, and then when you can't go anymore, we're going to go ahead and lift that left knee up. So we're trying to keep the knees as far apart as possible. And we're just going to switch it out to the opposite side here, okay? So knees are falling to the right side. Arms are going to come up again. One exhale here. The arms up. Inhale, and then exhale. Bring the elbows back. So a little arch in the back here. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale. Elbows come out to the side. Reach it up. Nice, full, deep, expansive inhale. Exhale, nice and slow. Draw the arms up one more time. Inhale. Again, release the hands down right behind the glutes here. Same thing. So we're going to open that left knee up. Keep the right knee towards the floor as much as you can. And then when you can't do it anymore, then we're going to go ahead and lift the right knee. So switching to the left side again. Arms come up, and we're just going to go ahead and go right into our squeeze as we exhale. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. This time, release your left hand down. You're gonna press the hand, so I'm right to the left of my glute, and then we're gonna press into both shins, and we're gonna lift the hips up, pressing into that left hand, reaching up behind you. Deep breath in, squeezing the glutes here, opening through the heart. And then exhale, release the hand down in front of you, a little swipe here. We're gonna switch sides. So again, bring the right hand down, open the right knee, keep that left knee glued as much as you can, or for as long as you can, and then switch out to the right side. Again, same thing. So arms come up, inhale, squeeze the back on your exhale, breathe it in, breathe it out. A little strength here. So squeezing the back, breathe it in. And then we're going to release the right hand again to the right side of the glute. Press into the shins. Lift the hips up. Squeeze the glutes. Reach that left hand right behind you here. Just a little bit of a work for the back body here. Squeezing the glutes, arching the front body. A little stretch in the front of the thigh, the heart. All right, hands come down, knees come up. Let's go ahead and lift ourselves right back into into our malasana. If you can, bring your hands in front of you, and then we're just going to pivot the heels out a little bit so we're facing the toes forward into our forward fold. Deep breath in, press into the feet, bend the knees, roll it all the way up. Reach the arms up. Bring your hands just in front of your heart here, Samastiti. Catch your breath. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and heel toe your toes in so they're about hip distance apart here. And then we're just gonna reach the arms up again. Deep breath, expansive breath, and exhale, Samastiti. So hands right to your heart. Just feeling yourself grounded into the earth, finding the space that you're taking up right now on this planet. Breathe in, arms come out nice and wide, so just reaching out to your side. Lift the heart up, keep the ribs softening into your body. Nice stretch in the front of the body. And then reach it all the way up and exhale, fold all the way forward. All right, forward fold. Halfway up, so straightening the spine, pressing the hands into the floor. We're gonna step back with the left leg this time. Let's see if I can go around aloe here. Okay, so back into our high lunge here. Deep breath in, pull that right hip back. Left hip's coming forward, opening up the psoas on the left side. Keep the glute nice and firm on that left side as well. Press into the right heel, lifting up into our high lunge. Deep breath. Good. Try to keep the heel above the toes on that back foot if you can. So nice deep stretch in the foot as well. Stay nice and strong. See if you can go a little bit lower in that front leg, okay? So try to get to a 90 degree if you can. If you're not feeling it, you can stay up higher. Just listen to your body. And try to eliminate that arching in the lower back. So we want to draw the tailbone down, lift up through the heart, reach up, and then exhale. Let's bring the hands back down to the floor. And what we're going to do here is extend the front knee. Hi, Alan. Maybe you can pull your toes off the floor here. So again, we want to pull the right hip back, left hip's pulling forward so we're even with our hips towards the front of the mat. Deep breath in. Hello. I can't do this with you right here. She's definitely a puppy, that's for sure. So again, trying to keep your spine as straight as possible, so if you need to use blocks here, go for it, all right? We modify to work with our body. And then we're gonna exhale, rebend the knee, lift the arms all the way up, coming back into our high lunge. And breathe here. Again, see if you can sink a little bit lower once your alignment feels good. Use your legs. Hold yourself up. You're stronger than you think you are. Don't forget that. And then on your next exhale, reach the hands down, aloe, and then go ahead and extend that front knee, peeling the toes up off the floor. Remember to keep that spine as straight as possible so you can come up to your fingertips if you need to, or use blocks. Drawing the shoulders down away from the ears, finding space. Right hip's gonna pull back, left hip pulls forward. Again, just like in our half split, we wanna think of drawing that right heel towards the floor here to really go into an active stretch on that right leg. Deep stretch in the hamstring. This can be quite intense for some of you, including myself. My hamstrings are always tight no matter what I do. But I promise you, if you keep going, it's gonna feel a lot better. On your next inhale, lower the toes down, rebend into the knee, reach the arms up. This time we're gonna lower the right hand on top of that front thigh, and then reach the left hand up and over, just like we did before in our low lunge. And sinking into the legs here. Try to keep your heel above your back toes. I know it's hard to tell. Just think of really pressing the toes back behind you. Deep reach here, so just feel that deep stretch in the front psoas, through the front side body here on the left side. Use the glute on the right side Strengthen the glute on the left side, nice and strong to support the opening on that left front hip. Deep breath. And exhale, we're gonna lower the left hand down, twisting to the right side. All right, and then we're gonna reach the arm up towards the sky. So you can sink that right hip down a little bit further. This is deep, deep stretch on that right hip. Lower the right hand down. Inhale, exhale. Extending that front knee. Peel the toes up here. Maybe this time you can go ahead and lower that left hand down and maybe begin to open up towards the right side. So this again can be very, very, very intense. Try to work with your body. So if opening up to the side is not working for you, then you can stay in your pyramid pose here with your hand down. Deep breath. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release the hand down if it's not down already. Let's go ahead and press into the hands, see if I can do this. And then we're gonna step that right foot straight back into our plank. Deep breath in and exhale. Run into our downward facing dog. I'm gonna have to move because Aloe's blocking my way here. And then let's go ahead and walk it all the way up. Let's see if I can walk over her. Oh, Aloe. Into our forward fold and pressing into the feet. We're gonna go ahead and roll all the way up. Arms come out to the sides, straight up towards the sky. Deep breath. Exhale, Samastiti, so hands right to your heart. Deep breath, just catch your breath. Find that center here. Again, open the arms out to the side. Nice wide, stretching the front of the body here, the shoulders, a little bit into the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you to really go into that deep opening in the front body. And then reach the arms up. Exhale. Go ahead and fold all the way back down. And this time we're going to press into the hands, stepping back with our right foot straight back into our high lunge. So start on the fingertips, Aloe. And take a breath here. Find that alignment. Make sure your knee is over your heel. Squeezing that right glute. Supporting that right hip flexor opening. Pressing the toes away so they're right underneath your heel. And then we're gonna press into the front heel, reaching straight up into our high lunge. Deep breath. Imagining pulling that left hip back, right hip forward, okay? Reaching up with the heart and not bending with the lower body. Maybe sinking down a little bit further. So just awakening these muscles, right? We're going into stretching them. We're also trying to strengthen them. So it's a lot of a mix here. And then exhale, bring the hands down, bending from the hip. We're gonna go ahead and extend that front knee, peeling the toes up. Of course, Aloe has to lay right on top of my leg. Deep breath here. So most important in this pose here, again, is always to keep the spine as straight as possible. Keep the core nice and strong, and keeping the front hips even to the front of the mat. So making sure that you're not twisting here, okay? You're gonna make sure we're nice and strong, balanced and even. So inhale, bending into the knee again, pressing into the heel to lift our bodies up. Deep breath, sink a little bit lower. Find that strength. And then exhale, hands come down, extending from that front knee again. Keep with it, you can do it. It's really difficult going into these deep poses here where we feel the greatest tightness. And it's just taking forever to really open up, but I promise you it's gonna get easier and better. Even after this session, you're gonna feel a lot more open. The key is to be consistent. Rebend into the knee, lift the arms up. This time we're gonna press that left hand on top of that front left thigh, reaching up and over with the right hand. Deep breath here. So again, pull that left shoulder back and down. Pull the legs away from each other, but very, very careful to make sure you keep that right glute nice and strong here, okay? You wanna support that psoas. So these deep stretches here can go very badly if we don't keep them supported. So make sure we balance the strength with the softness, okay? Very important. The key to life is balance in all elements, if we think about it. And then let's exhale. Let's go ahead and release the right hand down to the floor. We're gonna twist open towards that left side. Full breath here. See if you can bring the hips down even lower. Now I know it's really hard because we're going into this twist here, so our back foot kind of wants to open up, but try to keep the heel up. Make sure you're not hurting your front thigh though, okay? And just try to stay as balanced as possible. Shoulders down. At least she's not running around the camera. I do have to say that, that's good. This is her first on-film experience, so I'm very proud of her right now. So far, she may mess up soon, but she's doing good. Hand comes down. Let's go ahead and extend that front knee, coming into her modified pyramid. And again, blocks, fingertips, whatever works for you, palms, wherever you are. You can peel your toes up if that feels good. Deep breath. Pull that left hip forward as you press the heel into the floor here. Remember to keep a soft bend in your knee. Right hip pulls forward. And then maybe you can press that right hand into the floor underneath the shoulder and begin to twist open. This is a maybe. Towards your left side, reaching your left hand up towards the sky. Remember to keep pulling that left hip back, okay? So we don't want to do this. We don't want to pull that hip forward. That's not any good. We always want to keep that alignment just to see where we are. So if it's not working for us today, going into a deep pose like this and keeping that full alignment, then that's okay. We just back off and we see where our body is, and we listen to it and we try to go further maybe next time, or just stay humble and appreciate where our body is. You know, it's where it's at for a reason. Deep breath in, exhale, go ahead and release that hand down if it's up. Whoosh, we're gonna press into the hands, rebend into the knee. Oh my goodness, and then press the foot back, and Aloe's right in my space, so Aloe, I have to move you back. I'm just gonna eat my foot. Okay, right into plank, deep breath. And then exhale, let's lower the knees down, toes together. Let's just come into our balasana pose, or child's pose. Release the forehead like we started. Take a breath here. Exhale, let everything go. A lot of work today. All right, let's go ahead and roll the body up here, and just go ahead and roll your feet or move them out to the side and then in front of you, okay? So bring your feet or your legs out in front of you if you can. If you need to bend your knees a little bit here, that's fine. Into our Paschimottanasana. So you can place a pillow under your knees, you can roll a blanket up under your knees, or you can just hold the back of your knees. Or if you're able to go straight, what I want you to make sure you're aware of here is that your spine, again, stays straight. We're not rolling the lower spine, so if you notice that your hip bones are pointed up, that's not good. You want to make sure you bend your knees here, okay? So keep those little bones rolling forward, okay? And then my hamstrings are very tight, so I'm gonna go ahead and just keep my knees bent here. We're gonna reach the arms up towards the sky, and then just go ahead and folding from the hips, only not from the lower back. So from the hips, you can reach for the front of your feet. You can reach behind the knees, as I said before. You can stay up, whatever works for you to allow that back to stay nice and straight. Or if you're able to come all the way down here and relax with your belly on top of your thighs, you can release the upper body onto the front of your shins here. Take a deep breath. Aloe's just gonna lick me. Hopefully that doesn't offend you guys. It's a lot of love. She's just sending her love for this hard work that I did. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Maybe you can begin to scoot the heels forward. On your exhale. I see you, Aloe. I see you. No. Now she's trying to eat my necklace. Okay, you're done. Deep breath in. And exhale. Aloe, stop. It's okay. On your next inhale, you're gonna roll your spine up. Reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale, arms are gonna come down. Let's go ahead and bring the knees up. And then we're just gonna place the hands behind us. So let me move Aloe so you can see. So fingers are gonna point backwards, okay, thumbs forward here. And then hips are up, hips are down, sorry, your knees are pointed up, toes are facing forward. And then we're just going to open the heart. So inhale, reach the heart forward. So we're just opening up our shoulders, the front of our shoulders here. And then as we exhale, we're just gonna roll the spine back. So kind of like what we did that cat-cow in the beginning, okay? And then what we're doing also now is opening up the hands as well. So we're going into a nice deep stretch with our fingertips and our palms. Inhale, reach the heart forward. And then exhale, elbows bend as we bring the chin down to the floor, or down to our chest. Aloe, you're messing me up. And we roll the spine back. Again, inhale, reach the heart up. And exhale, really opening up the hands here. If you type a lot or you're always gripping things often, then you'll notice your hands are very tight. Maybe the muscles just feel really cramped up. So this is a wonderful way to open the front body, especially if you sit a lot or you're on the computer, but also really go deep into the hands. Exhale, roll the spine back, chin to your heart. Firming the core here. Inhale, lift the heart. And then on your next exhale, we're gonna reach the hands forward and keep the core strong and roll all the way back onto the mat here. Go ahead and place the hands just out to the side, tuck the shoulder blades down and in here. Pull the tailbone down so you don't have that big arch in your lower body. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring that right knee into the body here. You can reach your hands around it, extend that. Extend your right leg out, just all the way out to the mat here. And then we're gonna go ahead and twist that right knee over to your right side. So twisting the back here. You can place your hand on top of the knee just to go a little bit deeper into the twist and extend that left hand out to the side. Let's go ahead and go full twist. Maybe you can go ahead and twist your head looking to the left side too. So twisting in that upper spine as well, the cervical. Take a breath here and exhale. Just try to relax here into this pose. Notice if you're holding tension here. See if you can just breathe it out. Breathe that tension out. And give your body permission to just let go here. Just be heavy. Let go of the tension. Find space, tranquility, that peace. I think we walk around holding so much tension in our minds and our body. It's really hard just to let go and feel okay with it. We feel like if we let go, we're losing control or we're letting time pass and something won't get handled. But I'm a true believer in finding space before you can handle anything, any type of stress. You make sure you're attacking it with a clear mind and a clear body. Let's go ahead and inhale, bring the knee back in, roll the left hip back down, and then we're just gonna pull the knee in towards the chest here. Deep breath. Exhale, go ahead and extend that left leg out, and then we're gonna draw the right knee in, okay, same thing. So draw the knee in, see if you can press that heel, that left heel away from us. Deep breath, and then again, place the left hand on top of, or on the outside of your right knee. You're gonna roll the knee to the floor, to the outside here, and extend your right hand out. Go ahead and adjust yourself. We wanna try to keep both shoulder blades on the floor here, okay? So if you need to walk the upper body over a little bit, or maybe the knee can't go over so far, just listen to your body. Your right arm is extended out to the side. Maybe we go in for a full twist here, looking over towards the right hand. And again, just letting go. Maybe you notice a difference in this side versus the other side. It's very common in the spine to have one side tighter than the other. Notice that life is about balance, but when we pay attention, there's a lot of imbalance, off balance. Way to become balanced is to become aware of where the imbalances are and work with it slowly, with patience and consistency. And try to hold that relaxation. It is hard for me because the owl will not stop attacking me right now. And go ahead, stop. Go ahead and bring that knee back up, roll back, facing up towards the sky. Draw that knee in towards your chest. Deep breath in and out. She needs to put her toys under my back. The greatest challenge, go ahead and extend that right leg all the way out. The greatest challenge is trying to stay calm and keep moving in peace through all these outside stimulators. So this is a good example. So I'm gonna keep going with my class here, even though Alu is just all over me. I just modify around her and stay positive, even though I just want to put her away right now. I'm not going to. Oh gosh. She's getting tired of this. She wants me to play. All right, so take a deep breath and let's bring both knees up. Curl the knees into the chest, pull them in with your hands. Apanasana. So just a little rock side to side, rolling out the lower spine. Extend your heels up towards the sky. Let's go ahead and flex the feet. Open the legs up, and then we're just gonna come into a happy baby. So we're gonna pull the knees to the side here, and then reach for the outside of your feet. So my arms are on the inside of my knees. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull the knees towards the floor. The bottom of my feet are facing up towards the sky, and I'm keeping my lower back into the floor here. So you may be way up here, and that's okay. Just listen to your body, and just maybe close your eyes here. And with each inhale, try to find that peace, that relaxation if you can. And then with each exhale, see if you can pull the knees maybe a little bit closer towards the floor. Just a little tiny bit, even a centimeter, or even just the thought. Just keep the breath moving. Just drawing your attention maybe to your face right now as we open the hips up here at our happy baby, and just notice if your face is holding tension. If you pay attention to when you're going through all these poses, even the ones that are yin-like, so we're supposed to relax into them, you'll notice that our face clenches up. So anytime we deal with stress, we just clench the face up. So see if in each pose, you can pay attention to this and just relax the face, the muscles in the face. There are a lot of them throughout the face, and the face usually holds a lot of tension and stress, especially since our traps and neck hold a lot of tension, and it's right there connected. So just try to give your face permission to just let go right here. Just completely melt, release the tension, especially between the eyes, right at that third eye. Just instead of clenching, just allow it to relax and think of opening that eye that vision internally. So just seeing within your body, maybe glancing at your heart, just beating within you, seeing light within you, colors, whatever you see, just allowing yourself to relax here. Just noticing the breath maybe moving through your body, watching it. So whatever you want to focus on, drawing that tension away from us. And doing this, you may notice that you're able to go a little deeper into this pose. Just breathe. One more breath in and out. All right, release the hands to the side, extend the heels up, and then go ahead and place the feet onto the floor. We're gonna let the knees fall out to the side here into our butterfly pose. The bottom of our feet are touching here. If you need to bring blocks under the knees to support you, go ahead and do so. Let's go ahead and place one hand on our belly, our right hand on our belly, our left hand on our heart. And just breathe. Nice full breath in. Exhale. Just closing out our practice here. Just feeling light. Now she's eating my ears. Hopefully you guys can't hear this. Oh, Aloe. I feel the love. I feel the love. And the demand as well. Just draw that breath into your tummy and notice your tummy expanding into your hand as you breathe in. Oh my goodness, Aloe. One more deep breath in and exhale. And go ahead and bring your knees up. You can use your hands to bring your knees up. And then you can go ahead and roll onto one side. And then let's just press into the top hand, the top palm, roll yourself up. And then let's just come into a seated pose, a cross-leg pose. What is she eating? Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's go ahead and end our practice here in a seated pose, sitting up nice and tall. Let's bring our hands to open out nice and wide, palms facing up towards the sky, just drawing in that positive energy. Deep full breath in, expand the lungs, open the ribs up, and then draw your hands together right down to your heart. Closing out our practice fully with the love and appreciation for us, for ourselves, our bodies, and our mind for coming here today to this practice, to our mats, and showing up with motivation to get through this, to devote ourselves to a clearer mind, a more open and stable body. Just give yourself all the kudos and all the love for giving it your best today. Thank you for trusting me to guide you through this practice. I really appreciate you showing up for me today. And Aloe as well, she did really good. I'm sorry if she was distracting to you. I did my best. And she did a really good job. So good job, Aloe. We give her love too. I hope you guys come back again for another practice. And I will be back with some more. I took a break because our old friend, River, my old dog that I had for 10 years, had passed away. So I took a break for almost a year. It was really tough to get through, but we have Aloe to join the team, and I'm sure she'll mellow out as I do this more often. So anyways, thank you for showing up. Have a beautiful day ahead. Namaste.